No.
We have Craig and Hugo left.
Yep.
I feel like Craig's just the most basic. Sorry. I think he's basic. I think he's cool and stuff. It's just like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Whatever. Medicine is not always the best medicine. Okay. What?
Ever since the first night at Charcuterie Pies, Hugo and I have made a point out of weekly visits to trivia night.
Oh, so there are relations going on between the official dates.
Yeah. So I think that with some of these, you'll notice that they'll mention like, oh, the last time I saw them was the previous date that we had, but other times they'll mention like other dates that we don't necessarily see in the gameplay. Mm-hmm. Havarti Like It's 1999 has come in first place ever since, despite Provolone 2 Lost in New York's continual efforts to dethrone us. Can I have a tissue?
What happened to your fanny pack filled with... I gave you a special little pack of tissues.
I know.
$50. Okay. Ready?
Yep. I've been able to do a complete overhaul of the interior of my car thanks to all of the Phil's Auto Care gift cards we've received. Air fresheners, car chargers, you name it. Amanda's riding in the lap of luxury.
You know what? Mm-hmm. The smell that I hate more than anything in the world is new car smell. And I fucking hate it. It makes me physically nauseous. Like, it makes me want to throw up.
Weird.
It smells disgusting to me because it just smells like chemicals.
Oh, see, I'm thinking of, like, new car smell with, like, leather interior.
The leather smells like chemicals to me. Like, weird. I hate that smell. Huh. It is the worst smell in the world to me.
You know what smell I really like that a lot of people don't like? The smell of gas stations. The smell of, like, gasoline. I don't know why.
Why do you love, like,
weird stuff?
Not like weird, but, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
I don't know why I like the smell of gas stations. And
no, like, I feel like it matches your aesthetic, though, where you're like, old buildings, fucking chemicals, and, like, you probably love the smell of formaldehyde, for all I know.
Formaldehyde?
Well, yeah, you probably walk into a morgue.
It smells like dead things.
Like preserved dead stuff. That's you probably loved. Like if you smelled a corpse, you'd be like, "What is that interesting smell?"
Well, it's weird though because like I know a lot of people who the smell of gasoline gives them like a headache, and I don't know. I like the smell.
Maybe you're actually just, inhaling it a lot.
No. Aside from the trivia nights, I don't actually get to see Hugo a lot. The end of the school year is coming up, and he seems to be having a lot of trouble dealing with the stress of teaching. I should do something nice for him. Maybe help him take his mind off of screaming teenagers. Books? He likes books, but I would have no idea where to even start with that. He probably reads more books in a month than I've read in the past year. I know he's really into wrestling, but he's been reluctant to talk about it since he showed me his wrestling room. I know he's kind of shy about it, but maybe... Whatever, let's roll the dice. I think I have a plan.
Hey, all right, folks. Looks like we finally have the points tallied, and we're ready to announce our winner. You know who else is a winner? Me, because I've finally seen just how beautiful and loving my wife is. Wait, I thought they were getting a divorce. Or maybe he's realizing he needs to appreciate her more or something?
Maybe they kind of like were taking a break and that's why he was so depressed.
Oh, well, you know what? Quizmaster Quinn, your story arc is very, I guess I would say, I like it. You know?
Mm-hmm. A few weeks ago, all of the regulars staged an intervention for Quizmaster Quinn. We sat down in a circle and told him that we wanted to see him be better and love himself. He agreed to start going to couples therapy with his wife, and last time he told us that they adopted a dog together.
That's so nice.
Oh my god, I love that they, like, actually included the rest of this arc.
No, I love it. Because remember, we were at the other one, we were like, wow, he just seems like he's not, like, making weird
During Robert's date?
Yeah, not making weird depression comments. I love you forever, my Quizmaster Queen. Ugh, well, that's why there was a problem.
I can't tell which version of Quizmaster Quinn I prefer.
Here. Hold on, I got a burp. No, I don't. Shit. It's like a feeling of a burp. There were things I like and dislike about both, huh? And the winner is, for the 4th week in a row, Havarti like it's 1999.
Oh. Hugo and I cheers our small slices of camembert, and I go up to accept our gift card, along with an uncomfortably long hug from Quizmaster Quinn.
May Havarti like it's 1999 reign be as long and wonderful as my marriage to my beautiful wife.
We make our celebratory round of high fives to the rest of the teams and sit down to finish our cheese board, savoring every last bit of burrata with pesto and slices of tomato. Oh my god, I'm hungry. Hey, I got a surprise for you.
For me?
Yes. And for once, it isn't more cheese.
Hey.
Well, if you think you can somehow top that, be my guest.
I pull out a book that I've been carefully hiding in one of my pockets and slide it over to Hugo.
Oh.
Hugo picks up the book and reads the title aloud.
Harry Butts, Crapper Keeper?
I wanted to get you a book, but I figured you probably already own every classical piece of literature, so I thought this would be fun. For when you're pooping. Hugo laughs. You should flip through it. Hugo looks up at me and raises an eyebrow. After flipping through a couple of pages, he finally comes across a small gift I strategically hid inside.
Oh.
You're kidding me.
Hugo looks around, worried that he made a scene. He leans in.
You're kidding me.
Hugo pulls out the wrestling tickets I hid inside of the Crapper Keeper.
This is the World Federation of Wrestling's Power Slam series.
You've been working so hard lately, I thought you'd like them.
Like them? I love this, thank you. But wait, there's 2?
Yeah, I figured we could go together.
What?
You go with me?
Heck yeah! I need you to explain the finer points of wrestling to me, though. Hugo gets up, walks around the table, and effortlessly picks me up in a big bear hug. Has he been this strong the whole time?
Hey.
Thank you.
I let out a little squeak to sort of say, "You're welcome!"
Oh my god, I can't wait. Like, what if he's like a luchadora? Like, what if we show up and for the date and he's like fully dressed up as a luchadora?
Yes.
Luchadoras are oh my god! Look at those jeans!
Yes!
Look at those dad jeans!
Oh
my
goodness.
god, with the belt, put shirt tucked in.
Yep.
There's
A t-shirt tucked in to belted jeans.
Yeah.
It's the night of the Power Slam. Hugo shows up to my doorstep in a loud, oversized wrestling tee.
It's not loud enough.
He's a little blushy and extremely cute. We drive about an hour to another city for the big event. Hugo spends the entire ride teaching me the basics of wrestling and the terminology I need to know. So, it's fake, right?
Well, yes and no. While wrestling and the act of hurting another wrestler is fake, the work requires remarkable athleticism and oftentimes results in actual injury. Those people are getting hurt, sure, but not in the way we're led to believe. They actually end up hiring a lot of people who used to be athletes, like people who didn't make it to the NFL or people who didn't make it to the major leagues or whatever. And they're like, hey, well, you can be a wrestler. And they're like, okay.
Have you watched Glow?
I haven't yet. It looks really good, though.
So, I haven't really watched a lot of wrestling, but just from watching that and the little pieces of it that I've seen, I mean, there's still, like, people, like, even in order to, like, pantomime the effects of, like, slapping somebody across the face with a chair or, like, jumping off the ropes and falling onto somebody, you still have to be you have to be pretty athletic to do that and not really hurt somebody. Mm-hmm. So it's like, even when people are like, oh, yeah, but it's, like, all fake and choreographed, it's like, well, yeah, but you have to, like, do it in a
still, like, there's this double-teamed match where they, like, jumped off. And then one of them took this guy in their thighs, and, you know, the guy, and they flipped in the air, and then another person jumped up and took the guy and then threw him the other way, all in the air. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's like super dancing or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And I think the WWE, they used to be called the WWF, which sounded cooler, but, you know, they had to change it. They're also trying to get a little bit more, like, body diversity into their shit. Because it used to be that there was, like, everybody had to be, like, really buff. Like, men and women had to be really lean and buff. Mm-hmm. And now they're trying to get, like, more body diversity into the characters. Like, one of them, I think, is a plus-size woman who used to be a plus-size model. Oh. And now she is one of the evil characters. She looks amazing. And then, like, one of the guys who's a little bit chubbier won one of the big wrestling champions, which didn't used to be because you know, they wanted everyone to just be buff and low body fat, but now they're trying to, like, change it up a bit.
I think you would really enjoy Glow. And one of the actresses actually used to be a professional wrestler.
Cool.
So
historically, wrestling as we know it today was created by carnival workers to fix gambling, and the people who actually believed it to be real and would bet on these matches were called marks. That we know that is technically fake. That we know that it's
that we know that it's technically fake, but still choose to suspend our disbelief makes us smarks or smart marks.
I like to think of it as, like, live action soap operas.
Mm-hmm. So, I should be watching this for the acrobatics?
Oh.
And the tension, and the drama, even the storylines. I think that anything or anyone can tell a good story. Just have to look for the story. Even something like what we're about to experience will tell a phenomenal, sometimes understated story despite a ridiculous premise.
Wow.
What?
I just really wouldn't have pegged you for a huge wrestling fan.
Nobody does. I get it. I'm the button-down teacher type. I like poetry and art history. I write dissertations on heavy tomes by Russian authors for fun. But I like wrestling. It's a big part of who I am, but because it's considered kind of lowbrow, I feel like I can't share it with anybody because they'll just make fun of me.
Till now. Hugo smiles to himself.
Hey.
Till now.
Hey.
That reminds me of how Damien feels like he can't tell people that he's
a nerd,
scared of scary movies. Hugo and I enter the stadium and are directed to the upper level. After grabbing some snacks, we make our way up to the set of stairs. The further we go, the more my heart sinks. I had thought we had gotten good seats, but by this point, the ring looks like a postage stamp. We finally settle into our spots and wait for the match to start. I'm sorry, I thought I got us tickets on the lower level. I look over to Hugo, who apparently didn't even hear me. He's vibrating with excitement.
This is so cool!
I guess he doesn't mind.
I have to admit, I've been too embarrassed to come to one of these since I was a kid.
What's there to be embarrassed about? Everyone here loves wrestling. Plus, who are we even going to see that we know? We're like an hour out of Maple Bay.
Oh man, we're going to show up
on
the big screen.
Somebody.
We're going to show up on the big screen and everyone's like, we saw you on the pay-per-view thing! Whoa! I guess you're right.
So, what do we have to look forward to tonight?
Hey.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
we'll show up on the screen and then, like, all the kids at school will tease him about it.
No, all the kids at school will be like, whoa, I can't believe Mr. You're so cool! Oh, man, the lineup is stacked. All the matches are going to be great, but the one I'm really looking forward to is the Eastern Dragons match.
The Eastern Dragon?
Yeah, I used to wrestle as Pablo Escobar, Brawl, but I guess he eventually had to change it. Wrestler names are weird. He's actually an Iranian guy from Utah.
Oh, so that's what your shirt's from.
Yep. I've been following the guy since his debut in an indie wrestling league, and it's been amazing to see him rise through the ranks into the professionals.
Who's he up against?
The corporate shill. Technique-wise, I don't think he's that good of a wrestler. I don't even think the fans like him. Certainly an interesting character, though.
Oh.
The stadium lights dim and the crowd starts screaming. Butt rock blasts through the sound system and some pyrotechnics set off around the ring.
What's butt rock?
I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen of the sold-out crowd in Mill Creek, Massachusetts, who's ready to power slam?
Let's get ready to rumble!
What?
You gotta keep making the sound! That's the guy who would just go, oh, forever.
Oh.
Remember? He would say, let's get ready to rumble, and just keep going, and then you do the song, which is, dun, 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 like, you know?
What is this from?
He's the guy who used to announce all the WWE things, and he would go, let's get ready to rumble!
I have
and just
never
keep going.
watched any of that. I said that.
But that
I said that like 10 minutes ago.
But like he used to do a bunch of sporting events too because he got so popular.
Mari? What?
I'm stuck.
Hugo and I scream. We watched two wrestlers, the Southern Dandy and Johnny Snowman, walk out to even more butt rock. What the fuck is butt rock?
What is butt rock?
The Southern Dandy mixes and drinks a mint julep in the ring before the match.
Look up what butt rock is.
Butt rock.
I wonder if it's real. The Southern Dandy's from Maine. Is Johnny Snowman from the other North Pole? He's from Georgia. Actually.
Butt rock. Oh.
It's a thing?
It's a derogatory term for any hard rock music.
Oh.
Okay, so it's talking about... Okay, so the term comes from a nationwide advertising campaign on hard rock radio stations in the 1990s that used the tagline, rock, nothing but rock. Listeners quickly changed that to nothing but rock, as in butt rock. So, yeah. Butt rock. Okay, sorry.
After a long match,
Johnny Snowman, who's dressed up like a muscular elf, does what Hugo calls a German suplex on the Southern Dandy. I don't know what's happening, but this is amazing. Did you see what that guy did to the other guy's face? Is he okay? Are they going to be okay?
wrestling is a sport of communication. All these guys train together to know not only how to perform moves, but how to respond to them. It allows them to look like they're being hurt, but only to be kind of hurt. Cool fact that I learned from wrestling fans is that they have writers who write the overall storyline, but the people who are in the ring, like, when they're together, they choreograph together. Like, they're in complete creative control over their own fights. So they just have to follow the storyline, but in terms of, like, fighting and stuff, they're like, okay, we're the ones who understand our own bodies.
Yeah.
And we understand each other, so we need to make the choreography in order to be safe. Like, other people can't, like,
well,
decide that
makes
for
sense,
us.
because it's kind of like with sports plays, you would want the play to be designed based on what the person is good at.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's cool that, like, they're like, all right, these two people fight, and so the two people are like, all right, we're gonna fight, like, let's figure it out, how we want to do it, how we want to do it, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. The crowd cheers as Johnny Snowman pins the Southern Dandy and is announced as the winner. The next match features a wrestler named Generation Y2K, who comes out looking like a hipster barista. He takes selfies with fans on the way up to the ring and pauses with everyone to post it on Instagram. He's really playing up the millennial thing, huh?
He's sort of the boogeyman to old-timer wrestling fans.
His opponent, the old-timer, walks out. Oh. The crowd seems to be divided in who they're rooting for. The old-timer pulls some pretty sweet moves after he takes out a walking cane from under the stage and beats Generation Y2K over the head with it. Up against the ropes, Generation Y2K blinds the old-timer with the flash on his camera phone and is able to pin him to win the match.
That's an illegal move.
He takes a celebratory selfie with his unconscious opponent.
That's an illegal move.
Why is it illegal?
It just is. You can't, pull people's hair and stuff like that.
It's choreographed. They can do whatever they want.
It's illegal. It's an illegal move within the mythos. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying this is, a totally different thing.
In wrestling, there's rules within, the fantasy world.
But haven't you ever watched a match where somebody will do something and they'll be and they'll do something that's against the rules, but they let it go?
No, they don't let it go. They have to enforce the rule. They go, hey, you're not supposed to hit somebody with a chair, but then they keep doing it. The ref has to go, no, that's not okay, because then it's more cool because it's against the rules.
But if it's all choreographed, then it's not really against the rules?
It's against the rules inside the universe that we're watching. We're watching a storyline. So if they break the rules in the choreography, but you have to imagine you're watching a TV show. If you were watching a TV show and one of the characters broke the rules, you'd be like, oh, they broke the rules of of wrestling.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does make sense.
No, because if they create the choreography, then there technically aren't really rules.
No, you're watching a story. Imagine if you were watching
But what I'm saying is that this isn't a boxing match. It's not like these two people are just doing whatever they want. They planned all this in advance.
Yeah.
So if they're breaking rules, they do it on purpose.
Yeah, but that's part of the story. Part of the story is breaking the rules. You know what I mean?
But that's not the same as there being actual rules.
No, but there's rules within the story. You're supposed to pretend it's real. That's why when people break the rules, when they're fighting, everyone goes he's breaking the rules because you're pretending it's real.
Okay, so I'm not pretending hard enough?
No, I'm saying, okay, you have to imagine,
what if you were watching... I understand what you're saying.
What if you were watching a TV show and they broke...
Mari, I understand what you're trying to say. I disagree with your logic.
It's not my logic. It's the logic of wrestling.
No, because I'm saying, if they have made the whole thing up and it's all choreographed, then the rules are whatever they want them to be.
No, because there's rules within the universe. So when they break the rules, the
Mari,
ref
you
is
don't
supposed
have to re-explain it.
You're supposed to break the rules in the choreography, but it needs to be... Never mind. It doesn't matter. It does matter. It matters a lot.
I guess, no,
You've upset the wrestling fans of this channel, which I'm sure there's a lot.
I guess just if the choreography is designed that way, then it's not the same thing. Because it's not like a free-form fight where people can actually break the rules and be disqualified. Because if somebody gets disqualified, then it was planned.
But okay, so imagine you're watching a TV show about people who wrestle. And then, they did a slow motion thing where it's it shows that one of the characters cheated in the ring. You're supposed to be upset that they cheated. Within the storyline.
But if they planned to cheat, then it's not really cheating.
No, you're supposed to pretend it's real.
Uh-huh.
So it's real. It's real that they actually cheated. We know that it's not real. We know that TV shows aren't real. But you're still upset when a character cheats. Get it? Do you know what I'm saying? Whatever. This is super important. Sorry. Wow. So, what do you think so far? I'm glad it's actually really cool.
It's actually really cool.
Wait, I'm scared.
All right, hold on. Yeah, I think that's fine. This is amazing. Why didn't I get into wrestling sooner? I'm kind of surprised. I was sort of expecting the crowd to be just a bunch of aggressive, sweaty older guys, but it's so diverse. I've even seen a bunch of families with their kids. Everyone looks super happy to be here.
Oh, yeah, that's how I got into wrestling. When I was a kid, my dad used to take me and my brothers to matches all the time.
There's one gaggle of kids loitering in a corner that are exceptionally loud, even over the din of the stadium. Looking closer, I can't help but feel like these kids seem familiar. Oh, God, I know these kids. They're Hugo'S students. So don't turn around when I tell you this, but some of your students are here. Hugo immediately tenses up.
I don't know.
Oh my god, I can't let them see me here. They'll never listen to me ever again.
I position myself between the kids and Hugo, hoping that I can act as a human shield. I glance over at the group of children again, and I recognize that Colin kid. He kicks one of his friends in the shin and laughs. Man, that Colin kid is a piece of work.
Colin, if he sees me here, we'll never let it go. He'll never let it go. He's a master manipulator. You know, they'll just, respect you more if they see you.
I don't think so. We have to get back to the relative safety of our seats.
What's the plan? Well, he's gonna want something dramatic because this is wrestling.
Maybe create a diversion? Yeah. I turn to Hugo. Hugo, I'm gonna draw their attention. While they're busy watching me, run back to the seats and I'll meet you there, okay?
Don't get hurt out there.
As Hugo begins to leave, I turn to the crowd of people and start stomping around and raising my arms as if I were trying to frighten off a bear. Hey everybody, look at me! I'm a big old wrestling fan who came all the way from Maple Bay to see this event. I wasn't that big of a wrestling fan to begin with, but in the time that I've known it, I've come to find it very endearing. I really enjoy watching those very big, very oily boys get into fisticuffs and hope that you are all having a pleasant evening watching them as well. He's just...
Has AG turned into a puddle?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, puddle dog.
It's working! All of the people near the concession stands have stopped to look at me. I feel my social anxiety hitting peak levels. There's only a finite amount of time I can keep distracting people. Quick, think of something.
Just scream.
Yeah.
Shoot that one?
I'm sorry, I'm just picturing Todd actually doing this, and it's just really cracking me up. I start
screaming as loud as I can. A long, drawn-out, ah! This is a trick I learned at a young age. If you can scream loud enough, you can pretty much get whatever you want. Out of the corner of my eye, I spot Hugo sneaking through the doors. Success! I stop screaming and do a curtsy.
Thank you for your time.
I run
after Hugo and back to our seats. Hugo and I sit down and breathe a huge sigh of relief.
Phew, that was close.
Now we can hide out for the rest of the night and enjoy ourselves in the comfort of anonymity within a large crowd. The lights dim again.
Yes.
This is the match we've been waiting for.
The corporate shill walks out to elevator music. He's wearing a three-piece suit and sunglasses. Once he gets to the ring, he takes off his sunglasses and rips the sleeves off his suit jacket, flexing his arms for the crowd. One of the people from his entourage produces a graph chart and sets it up in the center of the ring. The corporate shill grabs a microphone.
I got a message for the Eastern Dragon. If you'll refer to the graph in the center of the ring, you'll see a quarterly projection of how I'm about to kick your ass.
The whole crowd erupts.
Now, if you'll direct your attention to the Jumbotron.
We all look up at a PowerPoint presentation entitled Kicking the Eastern Dragon's Ass, Key Performance Indicators. The corporate shill takes a laser pointer and gives a lengthy presentation on just how and why he'll defeat the Eastern Dragon. He showcases several well-utilized clip art graphics. That was informative. The lights dim again and pan flute music plays. I think it's a pan flute? I'm actually not sure if I know what a pan flute sounds like. The Eastern Dragon walks out to cheers from the crowd. Aren't pan flutes a Central American thing? Hugo shrugs.
Oh.
Wrestling.
The Eastern Dragon stands outside of the ring and grabs a microphone. Corporate shill, it's nice to see you again. More cheers from the crowd. That was a good presentation. The clip art was a nice touch. He points to the corporate shill menacingly. I'm looking forward to a nice and exciting match. The crowd doesn't really know what to do here.
Oh.
He's not the best at trash talk, but I promise he's one of the most talented wrestlers you'll ever see.
The match starts, and it's just as exciting as Hugo hyped it up to be. The Eastern Dragon performs some ridiculous aerial stunts that make me concerned for his safety. He does what Hugo calls a moonsault from the top of the rope onto the corporate shill.
Stacy's doing some sort of weird massage to AJ and jiggling his body around, and AJ seems to really like it.
Yeah.
He's like a puddle of dog.
I know. He's just a... The air in the stadium is electric as these two athletes lock arms and try to demolish one another. I can't help but get into it. The corporate shill pile drives the Eastern Dragon, who looks passed out in the center of the ring. He climbs up onto the top rope and motions to the cheering crowd.
Oh no, he's about to do his final move. The corporate ladder!
The corporate shill poses at the top of the ropes. The Eastern Dragon still isn't moving. Could this be the end of his young career? Get up, Eastern Dragon!
You can do it, Eastern Dragon!
The corporate shill launches off the top rope in a huge arc. He brings his elbow down on the Eastern Dragon with the full force of a Fortune 500 company putting local vendors out of business. The corporate shill pins the Eastern Dragon and the match ends. Hugo sinks into his chair.
Now there's gonna be a twist. Man, he should have won. He should have won that.
I sit down with Hugo. What a match.
It was amazing.
I think I'm a fan of wrestling now? Hugo looks over at me and our eyes catch.
I'm glad.
The event goes on and we have a little downtime before the next match. We decide to just relax in our seats to avoid the middle schoolers. It's unlikely they would ever notice us in the upper level nosebleeds. I look up at the Jumbotron.
Uh-oh.
Oh hey, they're doing the kiss cam thing!
Aw.
It zooms in on a bunch of cute couples who all do a quick smooch to raucous cheers from the crowd. Aw, that's so nice! And then it zooms in on Hugo and I.
Very inclusive wrestling organization. Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Whoa. What? What do I do here? I look over to Hugo and see the same mortified expression on his face. The entire crowd is chanting and neither of us know what to do. Protect Hugo...
Protect his identity by kissing him over the...
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. I jump in front of Hugo and start giving the camera the finger. They can't show that on television, can they? The camera immediately moves on. I guess all of this sweaty violence is fine, but a finger isn't. Thanks, I think.
Let's load that.
Yeah. Okay, give the crowd what they want. I slowly lean in, awkwardly tilting my head. Cheers from the crowd erupt all around me. I look back up to the Jumbotron and see a couple behind us making out with full force. Oh. Hugo and I turn... Yay! Hugo and I turn beet red and slink back to our chairs.
So much for laying low, I guess.
The rest of the match thankfully goes off without incident. Hugo and I eventually laugh off the kiss cam and get back into the wrestling. After the show ends, he convinces me to hang back and let the rest of the crowd exit so that we wouldn't risk running into Colin and his awful group of friends. By the time Hugo and I walk back to his car, most of the wrestling fans have cleared out. The parking lot is surprisingly empty, save for a beat-up car parked a few spots down from us. We warily keep an eye out for any stray middle schoolers as we hang out by my car. Man, that was an experience.
Right? It's one thing to watch it on TV, but to be there in person is just, wow. Thank you again. I would never have gotten to experience this if it weren't for you.
It's just me and Hugo in front of the car in an empty parking lot.
So you see, when I told you that petting dogs reduces stress, I didn't mean continually just wiggle him around. It's, you take your hand and you put it on his head. No, you don't do it like, that's slapping. That's patting. He's not drums. Like this, you put it and then you drag your hand down the dog. Like that. No, now you're just stretching his skin off.
Poor AJ. Poor AJ. Poor little AJ. Okay. I look down. Kind of funny about the kiss cam, huh?
Yeah, it was super funny.
But neither of us are smiling. We look into each other's eyes, and I can feel a warmth radiating from my cheeks. We stare at each other for just a little bit too long.
Hey, cool shirt.
I turn around to see a guy in a hoodie and basketball shorts walking up to us, a duffel bag slung across his shoulder.
I haven't seen one of those in years.
Huh?
Oh my god. Yeah, I got it from a trade with this guy from streetsmarks.net. I love that website. Someone always posts these awesome, super detailed breakdowns of matches in the indie circuit. Have you seen those? The names like something... G.A. Slaminger?
J.D. Slaminger?
Yeah, that's him! Those are my write-ups. You're J.D. Slaminger? You're kidding. Oh man, I'm such a huge fan of your work. It's so nice to meet you.
The man vigorously shakes Hugo's hand.
Oh.
I'm honored. Oh man, I wish you could stay and chat. I have so many questions, but I'll PM you on the forums if you ever want to talk shop. Absolutely.
The man starts walking away. Hugo coughs nervously to get his attention again.
Is there any chance you could sign my shirt?
The guy turns around and beams.
Sure thing.
Wait. It all finally clicks into place for me. You're the Eastern Dragon! I love your work!
Haha, thank you, man.
The Eastern Dragon signs Hugo's shirt, waves goodbye, and walks to his car. I stand there with my mouth open the entire time. That was the Eastern Dragon.
Oh.
He likes my work.
Dude, you're like friends with the Eastern Dragon now.
He's gonna PM me.
Hugo and I high five. He's so excited he's shaking.
Mr. Vega?
Oh boy. Oh man. Colin and his cronies just pop up out of nowhere. Oh no, here we go.
Whoa.
Colin, nice to see you and your friends all the way out here. Wait, what are you doing here? I didn't see a library anywhere else. I was watching the Power Slam series with my friend. Ha! Mr. Vega likes wrestling? What a fart knocker! Actually, that's pretty cool. Shut up, dickweed! Nah, man. That's actually rad as hell. Who are you just talking to? Probably one of your stupid book nerd friends.
Yeah, book nerd friend. Actually, he was talking to his good buddy, the Eastern Dragon. All of Colin's friends gasp.
Guys, come on, he's lying. There's no way the Eastern Dragon would hang out with these losers.
Oh.
Oh, yeah? How did I get his autograph then?
Colin's friends lose their minds, screaming their heads off. Colin is red with anger.
See you in class, bitch. Amazing. You can't say that. Who's gonna believe you? It's true. Who's gonna fucking believe him?
Hugo and I descend the stairs of his home into his wrestling man cave where we both crack a beer. We're both winding down after an exciting evening. So if you were a wrestler, what would your persona be? Hugo answers immediately.
Oh.
J.D. Slaminger, my forum name. I gotta respect my literary roots. My costume would be a tweed coat, and my finishing move would be a catcher in the eye.
Oh my
Where
God.
I poke my opponent's eyes out and call them a phony.
Wow.
Oh.
I've given it a lot of thought. What about you?
I would be...
Dad. No, I don't know.
Let's do the Mario Brawlatali. Mario Brawlatali. I come out in bright orange Crocs and my hair in a ponytail while I wield a slotted spoon. My finishing move is Don't Forgetti My Spaghetti, where I pin my opponent and force feed them my delicious homemade meatballs. I'm just now realizing that I don't know any actual wrestling moves.
You know, I could teach you sometime. Whoa. Hey.
I smirk. I'm game. Hugo and I square up in the center of the room, ready to go at it.
Oh my god, this could not be more... I could teach you how to wrestle in my basement, surrounded by my figures.
Oh.
I'll go easy on you.
on Mario Brawlatali? Absolutely not. And before I know it, I'm on the floor. Hugo wraps his legs around me and squeezes. I can't move.
Nice. Nice. Oh no, you got me.
See, that's so funny because, like, I don't take this as sexual. Like, I don't really take it as sexual because, like, the competitive side of me is like, no, like, I actually want to beat this person's ass. You know?
Oh no, you got me. Oh, I'm wrapped up in your thighs. Oh. This is a figure 4 leg lock. If I were applying full force right now, you would be in extreme pain.
He effortlessly twists around again and grabs my arm.
No.
Good lord, he's strong. Any movement on my end is useless.
And this is an arm bar.
You're, pretty good.
You can tap out anytime you like.
Not a chance. Hugo flips around one last time on top of me. He hooks his arm under my leg and presses his body down on my chest.
Ooh, I made the mistake of having a safe word be mercy. But, like, the person I was hooking up... We didn't do anything crazy. I was just, like, punching him. Mm-hmm. And I was like, if you want me to stop, just say mercy. And, of course, like... He's not gonna say mercy. He's like, no! Not doing it! And this is me pinning you.
Our faces are inches apart right now. I can't tell if I'm breathing heavily because of the physical activity or because of something else. Go for it. I lean forward and kiss Hugo, who seems just as surprised as I am. I pull back, a little embarrassed, but he kisses me again. He slowly releases his submission hold on me and cradles my face in his hands. He presses his forehead against mine and we laugh.
I guess we both win.
Guess so. I pull him back in for another kiss. Do you have any more moves to show me?
Oh. I think I might have a few.
Oh.
Practice makes permanent. Nice. Can't believe he called the student a bitch.
Who's gonna believe you, you little bitch?
Found.
Asiago getter.
I know, that's all the cheese puns. Phew, I think I have... Okay.
Whew.
No, we can skip these, I think. Yeah. Oh, Todd, Quizmaster, and like Spin Master, I guess.
Hey, who's ready for a crazy graduation party?
You don't have to be on right now, Quinn. It's just a party.
What do you mean?
It's the, you know what? Keep that energy. Hold it close. You deserve it.
Just like me and my loving wife deserves happiness, right?
Yeah, and you know it.
Todd, my dude. Okay, whatever. Bye.
Down, down, down. Just...
I wanted to play with the sound.
I turn to see Ernest, looking like he has something to say. Hey, Ernest.
Thanks for being nice to my dad.
Whoa.
People are really mean to him sometimes. I mean, I guess I am too. But, he seems really happy when you're around, so, that's cool.
Aww.
That's cool.
Well, geez, Ernest, I don't know what to say. You know, I think people got you pegged wrong. You got a soft side.
If you tell anyone about this or what you saw me weeping at the theater, I'm gonna set your trash can on fire.
There it is.
Also, you don't know me.
Before I can respond, Ernest walks away, a cloud of vapor trailing behind him.
Oh my god.
Well, that was at least a little pleasant. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I take a seat next to Hugo as the last guests make their way out of the party. Cool shirt.
Thanks. It reminded me of a special night.
So, secret's out, huh? Hugo likes wrestling?
You know, I was really nervous to come here dressed like this, but everybody in the neighborhood, they were nothing but accepting of me and my hobbies. It turns out that Craig's a huge fan, too.
Go figure.
And Colin told everyone at school that I'm into wrestling, but it actually backfired on him. The kids have a weird sort of respect for me now.
Yay!
And then he called me a bitch! Cool! No!
Cool!
A few of them even asked me to be the sponsor for the wrestling club. Not the Olympic wrestling. The wrestling that I like. Actually, I like both, but there's an important distinction. I think you know which one I'm talking about.
See? Just goes to show there's nothing wrong with being open about what you like.
I agree. As long as I'm being open, I'm also a huge fan of a very handsome dads who throw great parties for their kid and love a good word jumble.
I blush. And I'm a big fan of... Quick, think of something clever. Hugo's? This Hugo specifically. Hugo laughs.
Oh.
He drapes an arm around my shoulders and pulls me closer. He plants a soft kiss on my forehead. I'm happy here.
Me too.
Hugo and I watch the sun dip below the horizon together. Hey, do you think maybe later you could show me some new wrestling moves?
Todd, how about I show you my pump handle pile driver?
What? I can't help but giggle. What's that?
Hey.
You'll see. Whoa. Whoa.
Aw, that was a cute one.
You got to get that pic. Is it going to be shirtless? What do you think? Are we going to see the pile drive?
Luchadora.
I hope he is really just all greased up.
Daddy.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
The best part is all the cheese and meat.
Yeah, all the cheese.
All the whoa. Whoa. Honestly, I'm looking more at the cheese and meat
I
than
know.
them right now because I'm so hungry.
I want to go eat some food before we do more.
I know. We're supposed to be looking at this dude where I'm like, oh man, look at all that
Oh, man, I'm
fucking
so hungry
salted
right
meat.
now.
Yeah.